Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Good evening. You already know what it is. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is the Painful Excellence Podcast. Let's see what we got in the building. Scroll all the way up. Healer. Yeah, we're going to get to all of it, brother. We're going to get to all of it. Nostradamus Ellaby. Yep. I'm going to play a little short video in a minute. And we're going to talk. We're going to talk about all of this. Love is the word. Good evening, sis. How are you? Mac of Dose, Mac of the South, my brother, salute. Yeah, this is an interesting topic right here. Mansa Musa lifestyle, my brother, how are you? Flawless mentality, hosted by Dr. Mark. I sent you a link, brother. So, just come on in when you're ready. Let me know if you need it again. Young World, salute. Yes, sir. Steve Elder, Mac, my brother, salute. Anthony Bolton, Kyler Dukes, salute. Kai World, Chris Chandler, Eric H, salute, y'all. Much love and appreciation. Omega Red in the building. Yo, bro. I see what you're doing on the ground. That's living right there, man. I haven't done that in like forever. D-Man Jr., salute. Haven't done that in like forever. You know what I'm saying? The fish tastes better when it's out the river. Right on the grill. You cut that head off, you gut it. Tastes different. You know, it ain't got nothing crazy in it. You know what I mean? And ladies and gentlemen, stop eating tilapia. I got a funny story about tilapia. All right, first of all, tilapia, they eat poo. They eat poo, okay? That's what they do. They're used to keep other tanks clean. And tilapia is a genetically engineered fish. It's not in the ocean. Funny story about tilapia. Yahweh, salute. Funny story. My boy, right? This dude, when I tell you he's a jerk, he was going to see another chick, right? Tells his wife, yo, I'm going fishing, right? Goes with this chick, hangs out, right? She said, well, where'd y'all go? What kind of fish y'all got? This jerk says, yeah, we went out to the, at a boat out here in City Island over here. He said, yo, we bagged like 3 tilapia and a couple of porgies. And I looked at him when he said it over the phone. I'm like, all right, either you're trying to get caught or your wife is that stupid. Idiot goes to the damn store, gets some tilapia fillets, comes home. His wife wasn't stupid. He walked into a 100-hand slap like E. Honda on Street Fighter. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I was out. Teach, what up? That's a true story, y'all. Yeah, no doubt, Omega Red. My man said he said the tilapia was biting. I said, yo, you trying to get killed, dude? I just looked at him. I didn't say anything. I was just driving the car. I dropped him off and I picked him up. Ridiculous. Tilapia was biting. I said, all right, either your wife is dumb or you stupid as hell. Well, they got divorced later on. She kicked his ass when he got home that day, let me tell you. So, question tonight. What do women think of men when they say no to their sexual advances? Do women have too much testosterone? Salmon and cod, man. Fried cod is awesome. Do women have too much testosterone? What do women think of men when we refuse their sexual advances? Saw this video, this brother, it was off his, I saw it on Instagram, but I think he has a TikTok, and I meant to get his name. I like, when I play people's material, I like to give him credit. I've seen this young man before. I don't have a TikTok. I refuse to. For now, unless there's money involved. But he's one of those brothers that walks around with a camera and a mic, and he asks people random questions and asks people the same question and see what kind of response he gets. So I don't know where he was, but there's a lot of women there, and let me play it for you. Here's how it went.
I'm sucking your dick when you fucking. When they want to fuck, you still fuck. So when we want to fuck, we're taking it. We don't care. Period.
Wow.
No.
No?
If you saying no to me, I'ma just assume that you're gay or something.
Wow. Why you gotta be gay?
I mean, he can, but that would give me the impression that he's like gay or or maybe I'm ugly, or maybe my breasts, like something is off,
Maybe
because I don't know.
Because it's just like, it's mad weird. Like, why are you saying no? Like, at least you got a girl, or you're gay. Or you probably
Or he just finds you not cute, right?
Why y'all gotta take it though? Why you can't just be like, nah, man, y'all ugly, I don't want to fuck with it?
No. If a nigga see me, he want to fuck. You're orgasming right now.
Chris, what up? Now, earlier this evening, my wife came home from work, laying in the bed, and I saw that, and my wife leans over, she looks at the phone. I'm like, you seeing this? And she says, first of all, she was in disbelief, but she was looking right at it. But then she says, I'm shaking my head with a smirk on my face, like, she says, man, 10% of the population of women, they're not the majority. And y'all know me, I don't go back and forth. See, my wife, she don't hang out. She has no idea what's going on out there. She sees it, but what she doesn't understand is the ratchet shows that she watches. She watches these Atlanta Housewives and these getting married on first sight type of shows. What she's not understanding was what I didn't understand 25 years ago. It's not 10%. It's dangerously approaching 50%. If I'm gonna put a number on it, you know why? The dysfunction from 25 years ago to now, we have more access to it by way of technology. The worst the dysfunction used to get was Jerry Springer on TV. And y'all remember the Richard Bay show? That was groundbreaking, seeing stuff like that. Fast forward to now, we have access to all this dysfunction. We have access to it. Cell phones, TV, and you're starting to see before, there used to be one crazy person walking around a block talking to himself, but you knew he or she was crazy. Now that crazy person has access to a goddamn cell phone and the internet. That's why we said there's a lot of people that y'all follow, and I'm not saying y'all in particular, but a lot of people that have like these hundreds and thousands of followers. A lot of these people need medication. You could be following a fool. You think it's cute. You think it's funny. 100,000 followers. But if you sit down and talk to that person, their eyes don't start moving from side to side. And somehow people find humor in that when they really need medication. And, my wife, she sticks up for women. But what I had tried to explain to her a while ago is you need to monitor what's happening. These women, they have a name called. They have a name now, 304s. And what she doesn't understand is I'm still not ready to say that that's the majority, but what I will say is they have the biggest mouths. They have the biggest opinions. Because women that act right, like our sister Love is the Word, they don't have to broadcast that they're virtuous women because they just are. They just be. They don't have to broadcast it. The video I just played for you, I don't know where they were, but did you see that? And my point is that behavior is normalized. today. It's normalized. That was a normal conversation. Did you hear that? Now, I'm giving you it from a male's perspective. I have turned women down respectfully and gotten disrespected in the process. Nostradamus Ellaby, salute. I have turned down women and I've gotten disrespected in the process. I don't argue with women. How you doing? Good. Come here often? It's a gym. Small talk, small talk, small talk. Shorty actually said to me one night, I'm wondering how long I gotta talk to you before you invite me out for a drink. I don't know if she was shooting her shot, but for all of that. And I said, look, I appreciate it. That's the first thing I said. I appreciate it, but I'm spoken for. That's what I said. You would think it's over right there, right? She says, when you say spoken for, what do you mean? Doesn't matter. I said I'm spoken for. I said that rather than just say, I wanted to say I'm not interested, but I thought that would be the hard no. You're not interested? Well, why not? Instead, I hit it with I'm spoken for. I said, well, all right. I'm saying to myself, okay, well, married. Then she says, well, I mean, I really didn't ask if you was married. Yeah, and this would be the chick that'll want a good man that don't cheat on her. I said, look, well, married, happy, very happy. I said, okay, pleasure meeting you. Days later, I see her talking to some girlfriends in the gym, whatever. I walk in the gym, they look over at me. I'm like, all right, they can have their little hen fest. They're over there cackling. You know what got back to me, right? I know the dudes that work there. I know all the guys that work there. I'm on the machine working out. Comes up to me, what happened to you and so-and-so? I said, who's that? I don't even know her name. He's like, yeah, shorty with the red hair, she dyed her hair red. I said, nothing. She talked to me a lot and she wanted me to take her out and I said no. He said, that's it? I said no, I'm married. He said, oh, shit. She over there saying, yo, I don't think he married. I think he gay. Now, I didn't want to make a scene. Picture me stopping my workout, stomping across the gym to scream on some girl that's about 5 feet tall with a big ass. She went to DR and got everything done. Flat stomach. She left her hips, left her butt, goes to the gym just to ride a bike and do some squats and got everyone looking at her. Picture me stopping my workout, because she said something about me because I turned her down. Who's winning, me or her? Who's winning? Me or her? She was in my face all week long. She's the one that said, "Oh, I was wondering when you're going to ask me out." I'm like, no. No. Oh, what? No, I'm spoken for. Huh? No, I'm married. Oh. Well, I really didn't ask if you was married. Oh, well. You're waiting for me to ask you out. I said, no. You asked why. I said, I'm married. You know? Loyal man. You know, this is what you women want. Or not. So, I said, man, what? Because I told her no, and I told dude, I said, nah, she did that, and I said, no thank you. Married. I said, bro, my wife been up in here. She been up in here. Don't play that shit no mind. I'm fucking grown. And that chick was in like her 20s. Get the fuck out of here. Disqualified. So she can go over there and talk. Picture me leaving my workout to go argue with her. She was probably, man, listen. She was nowhere near 25, B. She was between 21 and 24. She was young. I ruined that bitch. You crazy? I said, she can believe what she want to believe, man. I said, I don't give a shit about that. I'm here to jump rope, jog my mile and a half, and work 2 body parts after calisthenics. I'm in here to get work done. A month later, those hags she was cackling with, systematically they shot their shot. You know what I did? I didn't go out with any of them. No, I didn't do that. I'm not that stupid. But I showed them a lot of love. I come in the gym, hey, big old hug, picking them up and shit. Hey. While she's off in the corner, doing her bullshit squats all wrong, about to blow her knees out in 5 years. I got their names. I told them my name. I didn't tell her. She in the back looking like a bootleg pinky. And probably can't smash as well as she can. Get the fuck out of here. You crazy? So I told her no thank you. All of a sudden, I'm gay. All of a sudden. Fuck out of here. Mr. Shelton in the building, salute. I don't care about that. But what I'm saying is, this is a consistent behavior that I'm seeing. Now, men, we've been on the ropes with this shit for a minute. Andrew Charles, salute. We've been on the ropes with this shit for a minute. And it's ugly, man. It is ugly. If you let it be ugly. Gentlemen, don't be thirsty for some draws. And out of principle, sometimes it could be a chick, you're looking at it like, yo, man, you know, she built like a hourglass, but you know what? I got to turn this down off of principle. We need to have some principles about us. Because these 304s are getting a lot of daylight. And it's fucked up. We got to take it from them, man. We got to take it from them. We don't need this. Somebody's entertaining. All those girls that I just played for you in the video, that last chick was like, nah, if you ain't, either you got a girl or you're gay. And he said, what if you just ugly and you don't want to smash? Why can't it just be, I'm not interested because I got some shit going on? What happened to no means no? You ain't got to give no explanation. What happened to that? Those bros just sat up there and say, yo, if I want to do it, I'm going to give you some top and I'm going to take it. What happened to no means no? Why do they think we're robots? We can have all kinds of shit going on. Mortgage late, about to lose a house, about to lose a car. You know what I'm saying? But shorty bent over right there. I'm about to go get that. Let me tell you something. There's been times where I had so much shit going on in my life, I'm not even thinking about smashing anything. Whatever shorty I was with, they knew to stay away from me because I got other things going on. If my pockets ain't right, if my life ain't right, I'm not thinking about laying up under no chick because you know what? After you get that orgasm, the problem is still there. Sex is better when you got money in the bank and the bills are paid and you ain't got a care in the world. Then you can relax. How many times a shorty just tell you, nah, I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. No explanation, I just don't feel like it. Which is fine. Okay. Now you're right, Teach. I had to get that control when I got older. I had to understand certain things, and when I started operating off of principle, things got better for me. I told y'all the stories, and I could laugh and joke because I survived. But looking back, I'm like, what was I doing in Brooklyn at 3 a.m. because this chick got a fat ass? Almost cost me my life. Going up in girls' house. Brian H. Salute, counselor. I'll play the video again so you can get a better gist of what we're talking about. You're putting yourself in harm's way for what? A woman you're not married? Why would you do that to yourself? I did a lot of strange things. And I just said, you know what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I'm working. You know what? I got to move out of my mama's house. And then once you have your own spot and all the bills are coming to your house in your name, you're like, I'm under attack. I got to get my money up. I gotta get my savings up. Once you got your savings up, your money's up, your credit score's up, everything is on the straight and narrow. Now, I can afford to take about a little $300 and take a woman out and court her. Dinner, movies, maybe go out to a lounge, listen to some music. You know what I mean? But nowadays, these women are not even waiting to be courted anymore. I've been in positions, forget the gym. I've been in positions where I'm literally just out chilling. And when they get in groups, it's dangerous. You know what a shorty said to me? Man, my boy had just graduated the corrections academy, and they had a party. His class had a party. So we at the party or whatever. It was at some club. Brooklyn, of course. Nothing dangerous, though. And, I was standing next to one of my friends. This woman with her friends walked by, and they staring at us like we beef. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I looked at my boy. Shorty goes, yo, come here. And he's standing with a drink in his hand like, whoa. And it's not like these women were, Queen, salute. And it's not like these women were ugly, but their, Queen, I'm about to play the video for you so you can see it. Their demeanor was very manly. She pointed at my boy, was like, yo, come here. And he looked and was like, whoa, he said, nah, I'm good. Yo, you know what she said to him? She said, come here, daddy, let me suck your ick. I was like, yo. Now again, These women weren't ugly. But you know something? That just like, it was like, what the, what? Now, mind you, I was like 39 when that happened. If I was 20, 21, that's ball game right there. That's ball game right there. When you get older, you look at women like that, and you're like, yo, nah, that's, what the fuck? That wasn't feminine at all. Have a good night. So Queen just stepped in the building, and our brother Brian A stepped in the building. Let me play this video for y'all, and y'all tell me what y'all think, all right? Watch this.
I'm sucking your dick and then you fucking. When they want to fuck, we still fuck. So when we want to fuck, we're taking it. We don't care. Period.
Wow.
No.
No?
If you saying no to me, I'm gonna just assume that you're gay or something.
Wow, why you gotta be gay?
I mean,
To
he
you.
can, but that would give me the impression that he's like gay or maybe I'm ugly or maybe my breast, like something is off
Maybe I'm
because
doing
I don't
too
know.
much.
Because it's just like, it's mad weird. Like, why are you saying no? Like, at least you got a girl or you're gay. Or you probably
Or he just finds you not cute, right?
Why y'all gotta take it though? Why you can't just be like, nah, man, y'all ugly. I don't want to fuck with it.
No. If a nigga see me, he want to fuck. You're orgasming right now.
Johnny Q, salute. So, did you see Shorty? He said the exact same thing to her. She out there in the summertime. She about 70 pounds overweight. Her boobs look like two slabs of steak on her chest. And if a dude, now look, you got, language is important, y'all. Language is important. And if a dude is just on some, you know, look, I don't want to be bothered with it. You know what I'm saying? If he's on some, I don't want to be bothered with it, then he don't want to be bothered with it. So she didn't say her boyfriend, right? She just said a dude. So this is some random dude that maybe she in his face. You know what I mean? And a dude just don't want to be bothered. So what is the problem? I don't know what happened to Dr. Mark. I sent him the link. Brian H says, I've gotten the gay label numerous times when I didn't want to hit. This is completely unsurprising for me. Yeah, bro. A lot of women will never realize how like this is common, man. So when I tell you that, men, we're under attack from a lot of angles, this is the nonsense we're talking about. We can't even say 88 Sports Talk salute. We can't even say no thank you and be polite about it. Hey man, the women are asking us out for coffee, which is great. Now, you know, now when I was in my 20s, where was this? I'm gonna tell you, oh, here you go. When I tell you that, man, we're Dr. Mark, a lot of angles. This is the nonsense we're talking about. Put yourself on, put the thing on mute, brother. We can't even say no thing.
Gotcha, my brother. You know, I was
right.
sitting in the back. I didn't realize I had to push something to get on.
Okay.
So I was just sitting there. I thought you would just bring me in when it was time. Yeah,
you got it. Yeah. It's a little learning curve, man. You know, how you doing, brother?
Oh, excellent, man. Excellent.
Man, it's a pleasure to finally have you on and talk to you, man. It's a pleasure, man. You're doing good work. For those of you that don't know, just go subscribe to Dr. Mark, Flawless Mentality. He dropped some gems over there, man, and good stuff. I mean, I had to get you on here, and I figured that tonight, I was like, you know what, this is in the atmosphere that we're in, I think this would be the perfect time to have this discussion. You saw the video.
Oh, absolutely.
Your thoughts?
It's frightening because in this day and time, I have a daughter, and my daughter is 25. And when you're younger, you do things and you don't have the same perspective as you grow into. And particularly for me, when my daughter was born, it changed me. I said, I've got to grow up. I've got to be responsible, because I knew that whatever type of man that I was, that's what she was going to think was acceptable.
Right.
So I had to be the best version of myself for her. And I became that. I mean, I loved her mother. I wanted things to work. They just didn't. But to answer your question, the frightening thing about this is that these women have no idea that what they put out in social media has made it even worse. That if this is how you project yourself, then you put yourself in a category where nobody, now you can get some dick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get some dick, but that's it. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else for you after that. And if you do get something else, it's because there's some guy, God bless him, that doesn't have a clue. And she's not going to want him anyway, because she's going to abuse him because she can.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a sad situation, because now I tell you, being on social media because of my businesses, I have to be in social media platforms. And what I didn't realize was that when I came back from the pandemic, I got all these people hit me up, and I don't know where they came from. I don't know who they are. I don't know anything. And I didn't realize that Facebook had turned into a dating site. So now I got all these women offering me all these friend requests and saying all this stuff. And I mean, it was unbelievable how forward, how aggressive, how nasty.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, man. I could not believe some of the things that I was seeing. And they had the nerve to say they're looking for a serious relationship. And I'm saying, well, if you're looking for a serious, first of all, you're on social media. So whatever you do is not going to go away. Number two, if you're on here showing me everything you got, then I know this, that everybody else on social media has seen this.
Yes.
So if everybody has already seen it, and you're talking about you're looking for a good man to settle down with, that won't cheat on you, that won't hurt you and all this, well, you've eliminated me from that category, because I'm not interested, even if I just wanted to smash.
Right.
That's it. There's no way that I'm going, because first of all, here's what I know. And when you reach a certain space in your life, whether it be considered high value or whatever it is, you want peace. I want peace more than I want anything.
That's right.
I just want peace. And I want, and I'm at a phase in my life where I just want one. Just one. Give me one that I mean, we can ride off into the sunset together. I can provide, I can protect. But see, I don't want a woman, if you're showing all your stuff and everybody's seen it, we can't go anywhere together. Because if I take you out, somebody that saw you on social media is going to fit, or that you might have even been with before, like the girls in the video, she might have sucked you off or done whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so now when he sees you, he just figures that I'm either one of two things. I'm just another dude smashing that don't have no interest in you, or I'm some lame dude and he can come and say whatever he wants to in front of me. So I'm a king. So if I'm with somebody that I think is representing herself as my woman, and you grab her ass in the club, listen, it's gonna be slow singing and flower bringing for you.
That's right.
So I don't need a woman that's gonna always keep me in protection mode.
Thank you. That's right.
If I know that every time we go somewhere, it's gonna be some more shit because you've been out here just wilding out, and every time I run in this, here we go again. No, if you don't know how to be a queen, you won't be. Period. You won't be. And that's my take. It's just sad to see it though, man. It's so sad. And ladies, let me say this to you. Know this. We got beautiful women in this chat. Beautiful. But I know you have friends you family members, whatever, that you don't even want to go to the family picnic with because you know how they're going to act. And so what I'm saying to you is this. Now, here's real information about how to talk to a man. First of all, if you're trying to get to know a man, don't ask him a million damn questions because if you're trying to guard your pain from the past relationship, the way to do that is not to take his bio, where you're going to ask him every question you can possibly think of to think that that's going to give you some assurance that you're going to be good.
Yeah.
If he's a liar, first of all, men are not stupid. If you give us the playbook right up front, then we know what you're looking for. We know what to say.
That's right.
So all I'm saying is just don't do this. Don't ask 1,000 questions. Have a general conversation with somebody and say less and pay attention more. Because at the end of the day, he's going to tell you who he is through his behavior. Words don't make no difference, no way. There's no way that you're going to know who a man is just by asking him questions. Because he can tell you anything. He know what you're looking for. And the same on the other side. Men typically, that's just not, we don't want to do a whole lot of talking anyway, because our whole interest, if a man is talking to you on a regular basis, he want to smash, period. Now, that doesn't mean that that's all that he's interested in, but men are not looking for more women friends.
Hell no. Oh, no.
That's not what we're looking for. But to answer your question about the video, man, it's just sad to see that now this Generation X in particular they have gotten it all wrong. But it's not their fault because they weren't supposed to raise themselves. And unfortunately, there's been such a generational behavior switch. See, I'm old school. I'm 64. Now I know if I shave off a little bit of this gray, I'm 30. But but for the sake of age, I'm 64. And so I was raised in a village, and women were respectful because they knew they had to be. The men were the head of the house.
Yeah.
They were the providers and the protectors.
Yep.
And they knew how they had to conduct themselves, and they trained their girls to be ladies.
Thank you. Yes. Yep.
They trained them that way, to be ladies, to listen. Listen, I want a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets.
In the sheets. Yep.
So I don't have no problem with you getting your wow on, but I'm the only one supposed to see that. If you out in the street showing absolutely everything, then you're putting me in a position where now I'm going to have to protect you.
That's
because
right.
there are men out here that are going to look at that as a signal. They're going to say, oh, man, shoot, she wouldn't be coming out here like that if she didn't want somebody to, and dude over there, they might wait till you go to the bathroom. But see, you can't wear anything you want to wear and say, it's my body, I can do what I want to. Okay. But there's consequences to everything you do.
I've been there. I've been exactly there, and it's not cool. It's because we don't ask for that.
No.
But you get put in a position. See, when you're young and you're dumb, you don't know to look for it until you're in the middle of it. And you're like, right. Oh, man, how'd I get here? And you're like, wait a minute, I know how I got here.
Right.
When I went and picked her up, she came out like that. I should have told her there, I'm not comfortable with that. You don't buy my clothes, and I don't buy your clothes. So what we're going to do here is you're going to go upstairs, and I'll meet you at the club, but I'm not your date.
Right.
we can high five. And we'll see where the night take us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're no longer my responsibility. All right. You leaving your house, you're not showing respect for yourself dressed like that. But you're putting me at risk. Because there's animals out here. What do you think when the guy shows up at the club with his girl and his girl's dressed up like a streetwalker and that guy's with 10 of his animals with him? They're going to holler at your girl with you standing right there. And now automatically she puts you in a position. I'm not saying not to come out and dress beautiful. And in that respect, there are guys that just don't care how she dressed. They just like that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a woman knows when she's putting on something that's way too inviting. And they're not taking into consideration the men that they're with that night or their husband or whatever. All right. And that's a psychological thing because some of these women, they want to feel wanted. They want to see a scuffle because it makes them feel wanted. But to me, that's daddy issues. You understand?
Right.
Either their daddy ain't hug them enough or hugged them a little too much, whatever it is. But don't put the man in a position where he has to protect your honor when you have complete control over it. Because I learned early. I said, you know what? That was my fault. And I know for next time. And when I go to the bar and come back and dudes in your face, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to drink my beer.
You're right.
I'm going to drink my beer. And when you're done, whether you step out of pocket or not, when you're done, you come find me. Because, listen, I'll take my sanity over a piece of tail 100% of the time.
Absolutely.
Because brothers, and see, that's what I'm saying to the brothers, man. Listen, and I spoke about this on more than one occasion. We're outnumbered, man. There's some brothers that are in prison. There's some brothers that just don't want women for whatever reason. There's some brothers that are in front of the Xbox. There's some brothers that are just finding their stride in life. Whatever they are is what they are. But what I'm telling you is you got to choose your sanity first. I don't care if she's Janet Jackson, Beyonce rolled up into one. If she's purposely trying to make you crazy, you need to get to stepping. Your health, your wellness, and your wealth. Once you got that in order, you get to choose who you court.
Absolutely.
Your stock goes up when your credit's good, your bank account is right, you're dressing better. All right? The mortgage is paid 3 months in advance. The car note is paid 3 months in advance. You ain't got a care in the world. Now you can sit back, okay, I got about extra $500 every check. Now I can afford to court a woman to see what my options are. And she has to come up to your level. She has to deserve to be with you. And walking out the house knowing that you a size 8 but wearing a size 6, that's unacceptable, man.
Absolutely.
That size 6 to be what you see in the bedroom. You understand? But that's the type of time I'm on.
Well, something else is that, ladies, I want you to pay attention to this. if you got a man and he's attractive, very attractive, nice build, big dick. Now he wearing, when y'all get ready to go out, he got on the tightest pair of pants, little short shirt, and I mean you can't see nothing but 10 inches of dick. As soon as he walk in, I mean it's right there. There's no way you can't see that. So now the ladies, when he walk in, I mean, you know, tall brother, you know, a brother like Drew. I mean, built, strong. I mean, just, and he walk in like that. How would you feel? Because there's no way that all the ladies aren't going to look. They going to say, "Ooh, girl, did you see that?" Now, y'all not on the beach where you got an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You are actually in the club, or you're at a restaurant, or you at one of those, after, what do they call them? The happy hours.
Uh-huh.
You at a happy hour, everybody's standing around mingling, and your man walks in with 10 inches of dick showing proudly. Showing proudly. And I mean, that's how we feel. Now, a woman, they're going to talk about it. That most of them not going to walk over and grab it. They're not going to do that. But, well, this new generation, yeah, they probably would. But my point to you is this. When you go out, do you have a right to look sexy? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, if you got curves, I've got no problem with you showing them. But if your shit is on so tight that you can't even dance without me seeing your pussy. I mean,
they know what they're doing. You know what they're dancing. If you dancing and every 10 steps, you got to pull the skirt down.
Right.
You know you're not supposed to have that damn skirt on.
And if you got an ass that's sitting up like a big old cassava melon, and you got on a dress that barely covers the bottom of that ass, and you can't take one step without it rolling up at least one of them cheeks, and you got a thong on. So now the brother ain't seeing nothing but ass. Mm-hmm. You cannot tell me that if you out there like that, that you don't think that some man is they're going to be nudging each other. Hey man, check that out. And then they going to say, hey man, I'm getting ready to walk. Now, they might, if your man has enough presence about himself, they may hold off and wait until he go to the bathroom, he go get a drink, he go to the, he might go out to take a little smoke or whatever. They may wait, but I guarantee you they are definitely coming. And they coming. So if that's the kind of pressure you want to put on your man, because that's unreasonable. There's no way that I'm going to be with you more. We're going to have one date. If I come and pick you up and you dress like that, I'm getting ready to change our plans.
That's right. That's right.
Immediately. It's like we're not going out anywhere publicly. Because when I look at you like that, and I might love what you have, I might say, damn, she look good as hell. But see, what you're telling me, that you don't want to go out to the club. You want to you want to either come to my place or we going to stay at yours.
Uh-huh.
Or we going out to the hotel somewhere. We going to go to the park. I mean, it's nice in Chicago now. We go lay out on the beach. I got a blanket in the back and we going to get busy out in the sand. Mm-hmm. But you have no intentions. I'm not getting ready to take you out like that and I got to deal with all of that. Because I'm going to tell you, I know this is exactly who Druth is too. I don't play that shit. If somebody disrespects me like that I mean, no other way. If I was dumb enough to be out there with you like that, and somebody comes up and disrespects me publicly like that, it's on and popping. Because I'm not going to allow that. Now, if I didn't know, see, I'm not going to be dumb enough to take you out and put myself in that situation because I know how I'm going to respond if it happens.
That's
and
right.
If I'm looking at you and saying, this is going to happen, unless I'm taking you somewhere where I can pretty much, I know everybody here knows me. And this is a this is a grown folks club. Ain't gonna be no young nothing up in here. It's probably gonna be 45 and above up in here. Well then, but they gonna be looking at me crazy because they're gonna be like, Mark, Dr. Mark, bro. I mean, she fine, but man, I ain't gonna do nothing. But why you put me in a situation where I got to think about it?
See that? I mean, look, y'all sisters know, man. Y'all know what y'all doing. And if I learned, if it was a woman I just met and she's put me in those dangerous ass positions, there ain't gonna be no positions.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no positions. I've been exactly there. Showed up, we go to the bar, sitting down. Soon as I walk off, dude in her face. I'm not gonna disturb that conversation. It's up to her to say, listen, no thank you. I'm with someone. And there you go right there. And that's the end of discussion. She can't step out of pockets because she has to show me a level of respect.
Right.
And she has to show herself that level of respect. All right. If you're gonna take the dude's number, this is just a date. If you keep your options open, if you think it's attractive, take his number and say, look, I'll call you tomorrow. We can get together tomorrow. But I'm with someone tonight. Have some decency. And this is what I want to tell you, brothers. Make no mistake about it. You don't own no ass in this world.
Right.
All right? You don't. The only one you own is the one you birth. All right? It's the only one you own. You tell that child what to do until she's 30. All right?
Right.
Other than that, the ones you meet, you don't own it. Right. She can do whatever she wants to do. What you do is entirely up to you. You are in control of you.
Absolutely.
Do not have. I know more brothers dead or in prison over a woman. I did the show about a month ago, Popeye and olive oil. All right.
I saw that.
I told the story about the dude that worked with my brother in the 90s. All right. I know I shared the story, but it bears repeating. My brother was working overnight at a store back then, and he heard a gunshot or something. Goes out. The dude he worked with, the young dude, wasn't even 25 years old. He's laying on the floor with his brains hanging out his head. Older gentleman. All right. The police got there fast. Gentleman capped him and stood there. They arrested him, and all he kept screaming was, how would you feel if somebody was effing your wife? The gentleman was well into his 60s. The kid on the floor was a kid. The woman in question was in her mid-20s with a child by the dude that committed the murder. Okay? Moral of the story. Popeye goes to prison for shooting Bluto. All right, Bluto's dead. Popeye's in prison. Olive oil is fucking wimpy 3 days later. She's out. She's free. She's going to mourn for a couple of days, but she's on to the next because she has to live her life. That's real. That's the reality. When my mother sat me and my brother in front of every episode of Popeye, she says, no, there's a message in these cartoons. You're going to understand that. In real life, one of them is dead. One of them is in jail, and it's olive oil's fault. None of those episodes happen like that if she don't start flirting with Bluto. I'm telling you. There's lessons, there's gems and things like that.
Yeah.
Where I got more attention from women when I respected myself, y'all. All right. All of those girls, when I tell you those stories, when I'm hopping on the goddamn train going to Brooklyn, do y'all know where I was? I was in Coney Island. Where y'all saw Dr. Mark, The Warriors. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
That's where I was. Getting chased to the fucking train. I'm trying to leave Brooklyn. They were trying to get to Brooklyn. I'm trying to get back to the Bronx. I had an army of Decepticons chasing me.
Oh my God.
And when I ran up them steps, the D train, you can't go from car to car. I didn't know which train was leaving. And I just said, man, I'm just going to flush myself against the corner and knuckle up. And all I could say was, please don't cut me. Because it was the 90s and everybody had a goddamn box cutter. And I said, man, I don't want to get cut on my face. I'll take it on my arm or whatever. And when I hopped over that turnstile, I don't know where this cop came from. But he grabbed me and threw me on the wall. Tired of you not paying your fare, you motherfuckers. I said, yo, they chasing me. And he looked down the steps and all he could do was pull out his revolver. That's how long ago it was. They still had revolvers. And they was running up them steps like World War Z. Bumping into each other. And he pulled out his gun and pointed it, and they stopped. They said, yeah, you big nigga. You don't ever bring your ass back here. He looked at me. He said, what the fuck did you do? I said, nothing. I was leaving this girl house. He said, yo, listen to me. Where do you live? I said, I live in the Bronx, the last stop. He said, don't you bring your ass back here. I don't care what you do on Thursdays and Fridays, because those are my days off. But don't you bring your ass back here, making me work at 3 a.m. My heart was racing. I could laugh about it now. Joseph Townsend, salute. I could laugh about it now. But I could have gotten killed. And you know what I was up there for? Ass.
Yeah.
Because Shorty was dark-skinned with a big old ass. And I just had to go and get that. And I got it, but what was the cost? What if I didn't outrun those guys? What if I tripped and fell?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those Timbs that I wore, they start feeling like there was Nike Airs on me, Jadakiss. They weren't catching me. And I was up them steps, and I wish the train was pulling out, but it wasn't, and I didn't know which train was leaving. If that cop wasn't there, I might have been talking to y'all through a breathing tube. Don't go to Brooklyn. Come on, man. I could laugh now, but that wasn't the only time I put myself in a ridiculous situation. Fellas, we gotta be smarter.
We gotta be smart.
And of course, Shorty wasn't worth it. This is not some Shorty that I'm married to now. It was some shit I hit twice and I was done. And I've had several situations where I've laid up with chicks and I knew I shouldn't have been up in there with. Like bad neighborhoods, pregnancy scares, I didn't have the STD situation, or the scare at least, but I've been lucky. You know what I'm saying? I've been lucky. We got to be smart, fellas. And what we have to do, these 304s because they have a name now, these 304s that we see, we have the power to disarm them by maintaining integrity amongst ourselves. It's an easy hit, but the easy hit is how the Maury show got popular. Those are just people that are just fucking because it's a hobby, and then they spit out a kid, and these women are keeping kids. Marriage is not on the agenda nowadays.
No.
I hate that term, baby mama, baby daddy. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. And what happened was now it's become normalized. And being that it's normalized, you get these 304s running around, you splashing them, and then what you got? You got a headache. Fellas, take your dick and go home. Stop sleeping with it. That girl in that video told me, I think he's gay. And I'm looking at her like, you are trash. That chick could never come to me on that, wherever they were, and say, yo, yo, what's up with tonight? What's up with tonight? I'm going to the gym. You need to come to the gym. That's our date. Chest, triceps, back, biceps. You need to get on that treadmill and don't get off until I tell you. I'm going to introduce you to Blu-ray. Fuck you talking about?
Exactly.
You tell that overweight girl, and I'm being nice. You tell her no, and she gonna call you gay. This is disgusting. What you got on that, Dr. Mark?
You know, ladies, I want to say this to you. No matter what, first of all, you have way more control than you exercise, because, and we gotta save our community now. I don't care what your age is. If you're young, you're in your 20s. Let me tell you what not to do. First of all, do not get pregnant unless he marries you. Not unless he gives me a ring, not unless we've talked about marriage. If you haven't walked down the aisle, got married, all your friends and family, do not have a child. I don't care what you thought. It doesn't work. And if you have a child and this man has not married you, the chances of him marrying you are not good. Because if a man wants to marry you, he's going to. It's going to happen. So if he doesn't marry you, then it doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It might mean that maybe he doesn't have his financial situation together. There could be a number of reasons why a man makes a decision like this. But I'm going to tell you, in the environment that we're growing up in now, the majority of these boys have come up in a single family home. Mothers are raising girls and boys by themselves. And that is dumb, because there's nothing that you can do to teach that boy how to become a man. Nothing. And it's not your nature. It's not wrong. I'm not putting you down because you can't do that. You have never been a man, and your nature isn't like a man. There are things that you would not do to solve the problems. There are things you're not going to tell that boy, which is why we have so many of these boys run around here now looking like girls, because they are following the example that they have in their mother. So they're very feminine. There's no way I can look at a boy at how he dresses and how comfortable he is around another man dressed like that and know that there's no man in his life.
That's right. That's right.
There's no way my son would be walking around with his pants around his knees, showing his whole ass.
It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
And tell me what kind of girl is going to hold his hand walking down the street with him like she's proud of this raggedy mug. So it's fault on both sides. Obviously the mother, there's no way that a man would allow that going on in his house. If a boy come to my house to see my daughter with his pants around his knees, I'm not going to just ask him to leave. I'm going to sling his ass off my porch. He ain't going to get to the car of his own energy. He going to get to his transportation because I done slung him over there. You're not going to disrespect. You're not coming to my house looking like that. And my daughter would know, man, you can't come to my house like that. My daddy will F you up.
That's right. Straighten it up by the time you get to my door.
Yeah. So ladies, just do not, I don't care what happens. Listen, mistakes happen. When you're young, you do things, you get caught up. I'm not hating on somebody that's had a child and didn't get married. I'm not hating on that. Those are things that happen. But I'm telling you this, don't let it happen a second time. If it happened the first time, don't let it happen. And listen, and I don't care what what he didn't do, what he's not doing, what you don't know, feel about him. Don't keep him out of his children's life. I don't care if he's not paying child. That's between you all. You got to figure that out. That's grown folks shit. But you're fucking these kids up when you keep. The boy cannot learn how to be a man from you. He gonna have daddy issues, and it's gonna be a problem. The girl is not gonna have any idea how to choose a man because you have talked so bad about men. That's why they run around here like fox, because they don't think that a man is ever going to live up to what he's supposed to live up to. So they just say, well, hell, I'm horny. Let me just get some dick.
Yep.
So I'm saying that's what it is. So don't do it. And there's fault on both sides. I'm not blaming any one side. It's fault on both sides. I'm just saying don't do it. Don't keep that man out of his child's life. I don't care what you don't like. Don't do it. These kids are fucked up because of that.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna take it a step further. Fellas, we control the narrative. We control it. We gotta stop sliding up in these women. There's women walking around here, and I mean no disrespect, but it must be said. There are no broke 5'5" fat boys, you know what I'm saying, with no money, walking around like they could conquer the world and get any chick. It don't go like that. But I do see these 5'4" fat chicks with their hair done up thinking that they're the shit. You know why? Because somebody's hitting it. They don't care if they're the bottom bitch. They don't care. As long as they're getting their sexual gratification needs and getting a pair of sneakers out some dude, some old dude or whatever, they think they're the shit. That must stop. We got to stop giving these chicks daylight. Because when we stop giving them daylight, they're going to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I've been surviving because dudes have had no standards. Fellas, we got to have standards. All right? I'm even talking about the short, fat, nasty dudes that don't take care of themselves. They have no standards. They're masturbating to Pornhub at 100 miles an hour every day. Okay? If you take that away and you take away their Xbox and make them look in the mirror and say, look, okay, I ain't gotta look like this. I need to go walk somewhere. I need to go change my diet. I gotta get my shit in shape so then I can look presentable to court a woman. But what's happening now is these dudes have no standards, even dudes that are adequate. Y'all know the game. Y'all go to a club, y'all strike out all night. I want to talk to her, not popping. I want to talk to her, not popping. I want to talk to her, that's not popping. And then you find that one chick that you know on any other circumstance, you wouldn't be doing it. But it's like, yo, it's Friday night / Saturday morning. It's 2 a.m. and she's with the shits. I got to get this off. You got to stop giving that woman daylight. Because I knew girls that would go to the club because they knew they were the last option, but they had to get their own sexual gratification off. And those women were the ones that would get pregnant and fuck around and keep the baby. Do you even know where that dude is? Oh, he wasn't even from New York. What? You'll never see him again? Now, family, this was before social media. Couldn't find these dudes. Oh, well, I'm just going to have a baby. What? Okay. That's an awful conversation to have. I think I was talking to Mansa Musa Lifestyle on Instagram. Heartbreaking. I think it was him. This woman sitting at a little league game filming her son. Her son is like 4. And he asked her, who's my daddy? And you should have heard the conversation. She was trying to rationalize why the father wasn't around. And you see, in this day and age, I don't trust that conversation. I was willing to bet, I'm listening to her, I'm willing to bet that they're not together by way of something, by way of her decision. Because I see it a lot. I've seen dudes with no job and nothing, but they made a baby and they're willing to step up to the plate and say, look, I know, look, I ain't got nothing. I can't get a job for whatever reason, or I don't have it, but look, I live up the block. Can I at least take them to the park? Can I at least, show up for the birthday? Now, nigga, you owe me $2 in child support. You're doing that. Meanwhile, you putting lipstick on your boy and saying, you want to wear lipstick? Do you feel like you want to wear lipstick? Come on, man. Come on, man. Did you see the grandfather that had to go to the damn school because the teacher put his grandson in a fucking dress? And he had to go there and regulate? This is some trying times, and we can take control of it as men. Yeah, Monster, you sent me that video. Yeah, it was messed up. We need to take control as men, and the first thing we need to do, all right, I'm not saying not to procreate, but be selective in who you procreate with. And I'm not telling you not to have, I can't tell you, casual sex, but you got to understand, casual sex, the court will tell you, casual sex can lead to a child, and they don't give a shit about what standards you have. They want to know how this kid's going to get paid for. All right. There is a lot of prophylactics you can purchase. They got what's it called? VCD. It's like some vaginal thing. It look like a Listerine strip. You stick it in the kitty cat, it melts. It's a spermicide. Condoms. Yeah. Okay, brothers, if you're not into having no more kids, get a vasectomy so you be busting blanks. You'll be good in 30 days. Trust me. Okay, you'll be all right. Strap it up. Or guess what, fellas? Listen, hold yourself to a higher standard. Make these women get on your level. Y'all know there was a bunch of chicks that I've dealt with back in the day that I knew I had no business dealing with. At this time, you need to know your worth. You need to know your worth. You need to say, you know what, I can lay up with this chick, but I know if I knock her up, she keeping it. But the fact that it's so easy for these girls to get laid nowadays because we've lowered our standards and we've allowed some of them to bully us to lower our standards. Because if we tell them no, we're fat shaming. We tell them no, we might be gay. We tell them no, or there's all kinds of shit wrong with us when we tell them no. We've been bullied. If y'all don't realize it, we've been bullied. If you just pump the brakes and say, you know what? It ain't that. You're not on my level. You still live with your mother. How about that? All right? You're not doing nothing with your career. How about that? All your worth is bending over. I'm doing shit over here. I'm paying bills. I'm driving cars, and I'm trying to retire, some of us. And sticking you and making a baby with you is going to set me back. Or how about this? Some of these chicks already got kids. And I'm sure y'all heard Kevin Samuels say this, but it bears repeating. A lot of women don't get no higher than their baby daddy. And that's the long and short end of it. You don't get no higher than that. Why do you deserve higher than that? You talk to these women, you hear all these excuses. I was young. So you're saying you made a mistake. So you want me to come in and correct the mistake? The kid's 8 years old now, don't have a relationship with the father, and I'm supposed to come in and split my bag with you? You got to earn that. And I'm not saying single women that are parents are bad. I'm just saying you got to earn that, man. It's ridiculous. What you got on that, Doc?
You're 1,000% right, and I'm going to add something, because ladies, you have control. Now, guys, we have control too, but they need a man talking to them and allowing them to get an understanding. A matter of fact, I'm going to talk to Drew about us potentially doing something together so that we can bring young men to the table and we can talk to them because they need it.
Yeah.
But young ladies need to hear certain things as well. And understand this, ladies, if you don't allow a boy to even talk to you sagging, they stop sagging. All you got to do is don't allow it. If you teach your daughters that you don't even talk to a boy, if his pants is that, you just walk away from him and you look at him and say, you don't respect yourself. So I know you're not going to respect me. So there's nothing that we have to talk about, and keep it moving. You got to do that, because if you give whatever you allow a boy to do or a young man to do, they're going to do it.
Yep.
You've allowed a man to be with you, to make a child with you, and have no requirement of marriage. Yes, that's why we do it, because you let us get away with it. If you said, I'm sorry, you're going to be strapped up in a condom, or I'm going to be on the pill, I'm not having your baby, because I would tell my daughter, you protect yourself. I don't care what the boy says. You protect yourself. Because there are diseases, there's all types of things. You can't control what he's going to do, but you can control what you will allow him to do with you. And that's how you got to teach your girls. Because if they will walk around, I don't care if it's in private. I don't care if he's the star quarterback on the football team in high school. If she'll go to prom with a boy that'll have his pants around his knees, all girls have to do is say, ugh. They got to look at these boys and say, ugh, and walk away from them. They will stop because you give us access to sex. So we're not going to do anything to eliminate access to that. Even the possibility of it, we will fall in line. If all of you saying, get away from me, they will change.
Yep.
They will change.
Yep.
But if you allow it, hey, they're not going to change.
Hell no. I want to play this other video. I think this woman is a comedian, or she has an Instagram channel, and I think she does skits. I believe this is a skit. I don't think she's serious, but I believe this is a skit. But I want you to understand that I personally knew women that were on this level of thought process. Okay? I want you to just take a look at this.
You hit it from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why I feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on the neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take it? Take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what? You hit it from the back.
Huh? Uh-huh. And just like that, you know how many, man, left the money for the plan B. She took the money. She ain't got no problem spitting that seed out. That's just another day at the office for her. Because who gonna pay for that seed? You are. Gotcha, nigga. Was it really worth it? Okay. Now, I don't think she was serious. That was a skit that she did. I believe so. But that's a lesson she's teaching, man. That's a lesson she's teaching. There's women that actually think that. In the 90s, man, you know how many times I heard that story? Yo, I gave her the money to go get that, Planned Parenthood. I gave her the money, man. And nigga, she bought some Levi jeans, some Reeboks, like pink Reeboks, some sky blue Reeboks. And 4 months later, her stomach is still plump. And there's nothing you can do about it but cry. Don't cry, dry your eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Queen 71 says, All I know is my personal experience. I used to be skinny and now I'm thick. I got more attention after I gained weight. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, man. You listen, we're visual creatures, and I understand that. This whole thing, men can fix it. We need to operate under some kind of integrity. But I see these women going out like around my way. They all Fridays and weekends. They all going to the Dominican lounge over here, and they're going to these places, and they look like train wrecks, man. But somebody likes it, and somebody's gonna like it that night. And what I'm saying is, when men as a whole start saying, "Yo, look, hold on, we're out of order. Men are out of order. Women are out of order. Everybody's out of order. Take a step back. If men withhold tricking off these women that don't deserve it, the women will hold themselves to a higher standard. They'll get in shape. They'll get their lives in order, and they'll start behaving like women that deserve to be courted. Men, get off your mama couch. Get out your mama basement. Get the fuck off the goddamn PS8 or 5 or whatever the fuck they're up to now. I'm not saying not to play video games. I play them still too. But I also have a job. And I do this. You know what I'm saying? Get up, get out, go get it. Get your shit in shape. I know not every woman deserves to say, oh man, I need a man that's, have a six-pack. You ain't got to have no goddamn six-pack, but you're trying to live. You know what I'm saying? When you get past a certain age, stop eating like you're 15 years old. I had to learn that the hard way. I still got hypertension. What the fuck? How do I look walking around eating Cheetos and Takis all fucking day? I will be dead. Change your shit up. Y'all see on my other channel, I'm just wearing a tank top and my goddamn Drew Titan hat. I'm different here. This is a different vibe. You have to wear multiple hats. How you conduct yourself around your friends, around the barbecue, on the basketball court, in the gym is not how you conduct yourself in an office. Fellas, we're the leaders. We're the leaders in the household. We're the leaders with the children. The women are supposed to follow our lead. But what are they following when you're not even taking care of yourself? What are they following when your credit score fucked up? And look, okay, maybe that's not fair. Because a lot of people fuck their credit up since college. But what are they following when you don't have a plan and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, where you're going to be in the next 2 to 5 years? How is your family supposed to follow you? And I'm talking to the men now. When you have no plan, and you're like, yo, when someone fires off when you say, where are you going to be in the next 5 years? You can't be on some, no. You got to know this stuff, man. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. You got to have a plan. A woman should be able to see that and be like, you know what, this guy's going places. How can I assist him? Because when he pops off, I want to be able to assist him and be right there because he's going to take care of me. That is the teamwork. But running around on the beach or, and talking about I'm going to fuck this nigga and hot girl summer and all this other stuff, where does that get you? Is that the woman you want to bring home? Man, y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up. This is crazy. Man, this has been great, man. Dr. Mark, I definitely got to get you back on here.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate everybody in the chat, too. I mean, this is my family. And we're going to do some amazing things. You guys check out my channel. I've got I've got 12 videos up now.
Yeah, you got your link in the channel? You put your link in the channel, in the chat?
Yeah, I will. I'll do that right now.
Yeah, put your link in the chat. I want everyone to go subscribe to Dr. Mark, man. Got some great ideas, man. And this I didn't want to do this type of conversation and confuse it with my boxing channel because this has been something that's been irking me, believe it or not, for like over a decade. And I never thought it. Again, I've been reduced to talking about it in the gym and on the basketball court, wherever it was. And whenever a woman walked in, we had to tighten up and change our topic. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of that. These conversations must be had. And what's refreshing is there are women out there that agree with us. And again, I'm not attacking women. You just heard me say men are out of order too. We're supposed to be the leaders of the household. A lot of us aren't even leaders, man. We're not even leaders. So I want to reach out to the men and the women. Men, we got to get it together so that the women can follow our lead. There's things that we got to do because we set the tone. We are the world, man. We're not perfect. You know, we got some work to do. And once we straighten ourselves up, then we could turn to the women and the women will follow our lead and straighten themselves up. We're the head of household. The women have to be, you know, following us. They have to follow us. But if we ain't got our shit together, what are they following? What are they following? Seriously, what are they following, man? This is ridiculous, man. And you know what? I'm gonna go to. I had it on. I'm gonna pull that site up here. I might do it.
Let me see if. Yeah, I am.
Black demographics. Let me see something.
Let me see something. Oh, wait a minute. I think I can do it. Oh, I got it. I think I got it now.
I got you. I got you right now. There it is. That's the link to Dr. Mark's channel right there. There you go. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Dr. Mark. And like I said, man, it takes a nation, man. And this is it, man. All we got, man. And we gotta do better. Fellas, we claim to be leaders. We have to lead. And we have to have a lot of integrity. We have to have discipline. You know what I mean? Keep your pants up. Stop giving the women that don't deserve it daylight. Because there's a lot of women that don't deserve it are making the women that deserve it look bad. Like there's a lot of men that don't deserve it making us look bad. We have to weed all that shit out. And we have to lead by example and make everyone come up. I'm not saying throw them away. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You make everyone come up. You know what I'm saying? And in closing, you know, there's a lot of things. I know a lot of people, you know, mixed feelings about Kevin Samuels. A lot of good came out. And salute to Mr. Sperling. I was on his show earlier today.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I had a nice conversation with him. He's doing great things. And he shed a lot of light. If you can go watch the replay of his show, he shed a lot of light on things. A lot of people had it fucked up. TMZ is on the ropes. They had to release an apology. There's pastors that had to apologize. That guy's doing great things because the love that Kevin Samuels had overshadows a lot of the hate, man. And I love that. And a lot of people saying a lot of weird shit about the young lady he was with. All of that. Yeah, Night Train, please go check it out. Earlier today, his live stream earlier today. And there's a lot of truth that came out. And a lot of people was trying to throw that young lady under the bus. Failed. They have no idea who they were talking to. No idea. And lawsuits and everything is going to blossom from this. But once everything dies down, his work and his message is going to continue to live on. And that's the important thing. And little things like when you're a certain age, you should have at least 3 or 4 suits in your closet for multiple occasions. Business, pleasure, everything. You know, it's time for us to grow up. It's time for us. You know, I look at the old pictures of my grandfather. My grandfather, his name is Willie. He was from the South. You know what I'm saying? And when they came to New York, he wore suits all the time. He wore suits all the time. And I'm like, wow, you know, we need to bring back the class I appreciate what's his artist's name? What's his brother's name? The redhead. His name is what is his name? Jadena? Is that his name? Am I saying his name right? Jadena, the light-skinned brother with the red hair. He has that song, I'm a classic, man. His whole vibe, I dig it. He's wearing suits, and I'm like, I dig that. These are the things that we need to be doing. Because if you was dressed like that, just walking the street, hanging with your friends, it won't stop the police from being the police, stop questioning and frisking you. However, I will say it'll be least likely. You look less threatening. I mean, you're still black, but you'll look less threatening. What's going on with Jay? He says, I'm not trolling. Next, you're going to say that I have a micro penis and I'm dust. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened. But we all family. We're gonna work it out, man. But accountability starts with us right here, man. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Dr. Mark. Man, it's been a pleasure. Family, my work schedule has changed. I won't be getting off work till dumb late. So I might be doing this show maybe, I don't know, maybe earlier, or I know June 26th, my new schedule starts, and I'll be back here on midnights. But in the meantime, what I'll be doing is I'll be putting out short videos in the meantime. So yeah, we'll be back on our midnight grind sooner than later. More than likely, it'll be like maybe June 26th or 27th. But I'll be putting out short videos on this channel. Duty calls. I wish I could leave my job, but I'm in the home stretch. I'm trying to retire. I want all my money. I want my pension. No doubt, Dr. Mark. Any last words? Any closing words, brother?
Just we're family. We are family. We've got to make sure that any information that we have that can be a blessing to each other, that can be a part of our elevation, that we share it with each other. There's nothing that Drew ever says or that I ever say, or that probably most of you are the same way, that is meant to be disrespectful. But the truth is the only way, until we start being accountable. There's whatever you could do better at, you should want to do better at. And I tell you, men, we got to stand up. You want money? Well, listen, we can teach you how to do that. But don't focus on money. Don't focus on income. Focus on outcome.
That's right.
If you focus on outcome, income is coming. Love you guys. Drew, thank you so much for having me, and look forward to any time you need me, brother. I'm here.
Absolutely, bro. We definitely going to do this again. Definitely, man. Definitely. I appreciate you, brother. And that's the show, y'all. Y'all see me back. It'll be in June. They got me working these dumbass hours, but I'll find a way to pop up live, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Pay for Less in this podcast. Drew Titan, Dr. Mark Stearns in the building. You know what I mean? And we'll see y'all. One love. Stop fighting in my chat, y'all. We family.